I know this show is supposed to happen on a Wednesday, but I got drunk and couldn't make the gig. So I packed up my headphones and I headed out the door. And here we are today. Time to get this show started. The whiskey's pouring, grab yourself a beer. Everything's ready, the director is here. Time to get loose, join the entourage. Let's all get drunk at the director's garage. Let's get drunk at the director's garage. Let's get drunk at the director's garage. It don't matter wherever you are. I'll get drunk at the director's garage.
Oh, yeah. I love that. John Lee Hooker was the inspiration behind that one, by the way. That was, I was trying to bounce off of something I thought that he would sound like if he did a theme for this show. How you doing, everybody? Happy Black Friday. Got the Meze Elites out. Meze will be prominent in today's episode. Going to talk about the sales that I found for Black Friday that I think you should consider. I have some criteria for this. Number one, and happy Thanksgiving. Yeah, Arthur Haywood. Everybody, happy Thanksgiving, everybody. I hope you all had a good time. Let's just, but I want to set some ground rules for today because I want you guys to participate. I want you to put your best deals that you found. I called this BYBD, bring your best deals today. And all of this is going to be in the description at the bottom of the, once we get off the air. I'll collate all of this so you'll have one easy reference as this episode for where to find the best deals. And the criteria is this. Number one, it's got to be 20% off or more. 20% or greater off the price of the product. That's number one. And number two, it's got to be a product that, like, the fact that it's 20% off gives you pause to consider, oh, I would buy that at that price. So in other words, if it's a Sendy HP2, I've just made up a model name, and it's not a great headphone. It's not something that so yeah, you can get it for $19.99, and it's literally 60% off its normal price, which is its deal, but it's not something I'd actually want to own. So those are the criteria that I put into today. So think about that, and I would love to, and we'll do some chat in a bit, but I'd love to get your best deals that you found, and I'm going to share all of the ones. I did a lot of homework. I scoured the internets. I went through all of my my usual haunts and some other more obscure stuff to find things that are like, oh, this is actually a deal, and this is something that you should consider checking out. And we're going to share them all today, and let's just jump into it, right? So the first one I found is, okay, I gotta get arranged here. Oh, yeah, I'll talk about it in a minute. So the first one is from Blue Note Records. Blue Note Records has 30% off music and merch, and then some other sub deals. But all of their records, 30% off. It's huge. It's a huge deal. I'm a huge fan of Blue Note Records. I own a decent catalog. I was part of the I think it was Analog Productions. They do these series where you would just sign up, and then every 2 weeks they'd send you a new album, or every month or something you'd get a new album. And so I was a part of that, their jazz series, and I acquired quite a few Blue Note Analog Productions reproduced, like of classics, Dexter Gordon and Hank Green, and just Cannonball Adderley, and like they had all these great jazz, and it helped me expand my jazz lexicon, because there's so much out there. It is such an untapped well, and it's kind of like music today in a sense, because there's so much out there you can't possibly take it all in now, because everybody's posting to like Apple Music and stuff. But anyway, so Blue Note Records, this is my first deal of the day, is 30% off at Blue Note Records. Amazon. This is from Neil. Now Neil recommended these. He talked about this headphone and said it's shocking how good a $220 headphone can be, and this is Tipsy Audio. And they're on sale right now, 20% off for $175. That's a sweet deal. That's a sweet deal on a product that comes with a recommendation from one of our own. So that's something I would consider checking out, especially at that price. That's a great price. And the M3, it's going to be obviously a 3-driver headphone. I'm guessing. I don't know, a ton about this. This was Neil Snyder's. Just found this and just fell in love with these things. So 9.2 millimeter titanium plated driver, deep bass, and 2 balanced armatures. So good price, $175. That's 20% off their normal price. And that's the kind of thing I'm talking about. Like, this becomes attractive for me. Like, if I had a ton of extra money, which I don't, this would be a deal that I would totally be down for. Totally be down for it. So that's something that I saw that deal, and I was like, oh yeah, okay, that's something that I would definitely consider doing. So the next one is from iFi Audio, or no, this is from headphones.com. And it's the oh, I did that wrong. What did I do wrong here? Oh, here we go. The iFi Diablo, which is on sale for $499. I wasn't a huge fan of this, but it does pack a huge punch. And I personally, I would opt for probably the Ray Samuels Intruder, that tiny little box, because it gives you more juice for the same money. But this is an attractive deal at this price to drive your harder to drive headphones in a package that kind of that's attractive. It'd be nice to track. It's a little bit big. It's a little bit on the larger side, but it's well constructed. And I had this in here for review. I had the red one in here for review. Now they've got to a black version. But at $500, this was $1,000 when it came out. It was $999 or something. And that's $500. I'm like, yeah, that's pretty attractive. That's something that I might consider doing at that price. Looking pretty good, but fellas, looking pretty good. So, yeah, that's it, and that's at headphones.com. My next one is going to be a sentimental favorite, Western Electric. Now, this one, I don't know if that doesn't look like 20% off, but it is $200 off, so I'm breaking my own rule. Jesus, Michael. Get it together. But I have a place in my heart for Western Electric, and I saw this. It came up, and you can get up to $400 off. If you buy a quad set, you can get $400 off. A matched pair, is $12.99, which is a good price for that tube. If you have a 300B tube amp. But let's get back on topic. Next one comes from Bloom Audio. Bloom Audio has the Meze 109 Pro. Well, that doesn't look like. Wait a minute. The price went up because they had these. This was like $200 cheaper. He says. Something changed overnight. Okay. Well, you let me down, Bloom. Unless there's a coupon code you got to use. See, what I did last night was I assembled all of this stuff into one browser, so I can just go tab to tab and talk about these things. This one was on sale. It was like it had a good sale price. Hundreds of holiday deals. Maybe I can find it in the holiday deal stuff. Yeah, this is it. It says from $5.99. So that's why I latched onto this. Okay. Am I on this? Okay. So here, this is where I came across it. I came across it right here. And it says from $5.99, and you click on it, and it's $7.99. Oh, it's for B stock. So you get 25% off this headphone if you buy the B stock version, which is gonna have, it might have a little flaw in the wood or something. They still function perfectly fine. So this is a B stock sale for 25% off, $5.99. I was gonna say, I know I had a good deal on this. I'm like, where'd it go? If you buy the standard or the premium, it's gonna cost more. You get a cable, but you get a better cable with it on this one. But for just a basic B stock, $5.99, fellas, $5.99, good deal. Okay, so I wasn't lying to you. Similarly, this is another one. Now this one's 51% off, but they don't normally go for this amount anymore. So, but still, $16.99 will get you into an HE-1000 SE. I've seen these were $3,000, $2,000, whatever. This is brand new. So that was at 51% off. I was like, okay, we got to talk about this one because this is a great headphone. It's a great headphone. In fact, there's another HiFiman here for $949. You can get an HE-1000 V3 Stealth. Like seriously, this is a fantastic headphone. And it's outstanding at $949. So a couple deals at Bloom. You've got a B stock Meze at 25% off, and then you've got this 51% off. Although it's not actually 51% off, but it is. It's there. And then you've got the HE-1000 V3. If of all of those, this would be the target that I'd be looking for. I would be down with this because these were like $1,200, and at $949 they're a freaking deal. I mean, I know they say 53% off, but that's off the retail, and I don't know that they've been at that retail price for quite some time. Anyway, Ryan Dietz in the house. Cheers, Ryan. If you have any Black Friday sales, share with us. Anything in a mod house that you want to tell us about, today only, fellas. Feel free to do it. Yeah, that's awesome. There's that. So I also have, I'm going to talk about another Bloom deal here. Elitech. Now this is really attractive. 20% off their cable from Elitech. I think this is a great deal. I think this is fantastic. You've got a beautiful. Elitech does gorgeous cables, and like I said, I don't think IEMs make. I hear all sides of these things. As far as cable and cable construction and all that, I don't know that it makes like every difference in the world to my ears, but I love a good cable. And Eltec makes fantastic hardware. Their hardware is spectacular, spectacular. So yeah, I would. This would be a deal that I would most definitely consider if I were in the market for something like that. Good stuff. Good stuff. Where's everybody at? All of a sudden, I see 0 concurrent viewers. Because that's just that true. Is anybody out there put a comment in the chat desperately? Because it looks like nothing. It looks like we lost everybody. What the hell's going on? YouTube. Bang on the monitor. We had some folks here a minute ago. Now nobody's here. It's funny. YouTube stuff. So it's true. Nobody's here. Everybody's gone. It's great. Fantastic. Next up is a Meze 99. Now this is the little brother to the other one, the one I showed before. This is a deal. It's a $309 on this headphone, but it's sold out. So I don't know that they're going to sell that. It just went down to 0, Torsten. I was like, what happened? We have 0 viewers suddenly? Like, oh, we don't like to see that. My software told me anyway. So Meze 99, Meze at Audio 46 is $309, and yeah, it's out of stock at the moment. I guess everybody liked that deal. $309. This is a good one. FoKus. Now, this is one of my favorite wireless, true wireless headphones. And it is $599, $200 off, 25% off. Does it work for either one? It does. No. The bone will cost you more. You get boned on the bone. But Audio 46 is my favorite place to buy headphone stuff from. They're my partner in crime. And they're $599 on the Batiste is a really good price, and I would definitely consider jumping into these. This is another, and bouncing off that, Noble for all of Black Friday. For all of Black Friday, Noble is 20% off, which means $359 will get you into a Rex 5, and I can tell you these sound fantastic. These sound amazing. Very happy with this one. And they redesigned the shells. The shells are more comfortable than before, than with their Mystique. And I love the new layout in the case. They're easier to get in and out. And this is fantastic. And these are great. 5-driver true wireless IEMs. And the problem, you see many IEMs that have multiple drivers, 5 drivers, 3 drivers, 10 drivers, 15 drivers. You don't see it that often in a true wireless setup because they require power to drive. Each one of those drivers requires power to drive. And the problem they've been having with true wireless with multiple drivers is you've got to power all of them, and it just sucks the battery life. Noble found a way to do it. So they've got a 5-driver true wireless IEM for $359. I'm like, yeah, that's a deal. And it's Noble quality too. I mean, just gorgeous, gorgeous stuff. I've been using these to work out. These came as a replacement. I always talk about how I get stuff because I think it's important that you guys understand ethically, like, where it's coming from. So you're not getting like, I did get these for free-ish. I had bought the Mystique with my own money, these, and a driver failed on them 2 years in. And I called, I said, do I need to get these repaired? What's the deal? And he said, well, I've been meaning to send you a pair anyway to check out. You don't have to do a review on them, but I don't make these anymore, so I can't replace them. I don't work on these, we don't take these in for repair because they're, kind of a consumer product. So I'll send you a Rex 5, and or I'll send you something. He didn't tell me what he was going to send me, and he sent me the Rex 5, and he said you can just keep them. So I'm going to be working out on those, and I do work out in those now. But I love this headphone, and the Rex 5 is more of a clear version of that headphone. It's got more resolution. Is it better or not? I don't know. I actually, you know, it's hard. I don't know if I could say that. I do know I love the sound signature of the Mystique, or the Noble Mystique. Mystique sounds like it should be a Noble or a FoKus name, doesn't it? Because it's kind of French. Anyway, the Rex 5 is these, and they sent me these. They sent me the darker pair. This is their new arrangement of the Rex 5. It's black and gold, kind of cool looking. But that's what they sent me. And anyway, these are on sale now. Good price. If Noble didn't take pity on me and send me the Rex 5, this would be a headphone that I would be buying today. And I had money, but I don't have money. This is that Noble 109 thing. I did this before. Oh, let's talk about the Director's Garage store. I meant to tell you that. Today only. No, not today only. Through Monday, through Cyber Monday. You can get over at the Director's Garage store, which is here, directorsgarage.com/store. I shouldn't have worn a white shirt because it doesn't really show up over a white shirt as well. Anyway, at the Director's Garage store today through the end of Monday, 15% off all merch if you use the coupon code Black Friday 2025. So I'm going to try and get stuff sold. I want to see you guys in Director's Garage merch in the Polo. We've got the new go over there. We've got the Polo and t-shirts, and these are all 15% off if you use that coupon code. These are my favorite new things. I've got a microphone, a microphone shirt, tasteful in the upper left. I love this one. You're not listening. And then we have a What Is This Aspara shirt. On the back patch it says Music is Life, the headphone logo. And then you have Resident Idiot. This one has a Director's Garage on the sleeve. It's fun stuff. But all this merch is 15% off today with the coupon code. Oh, I gotta take that down, don't I? Because it's kind of obnoxious. Oh, with the coupon code Black Friday 2025. Hats. Everything, fellas. Everything. All the things. All the things are on sale. Got two different versions of the hat. Big logo. Baby logo. Mugs. All sorts of stuff. Head over there and you can get yourself a deal through Monday. Through Cyber Monday. So I wanted to share that with you guys. So we got that going on right now over at the directorsgarage.com/store. Whoops. Cut. That one. So if you head over there, you can get that. Moving on. The B-Stock sale is in full sale now, or on full drive now on ZMF website. Take a look at that. All these B-Stocks, tremendous values in these. $9.99 for an Aeolus. The Atrium, $19.99. $600 off a demo unit. It's just a demo. I mean, guys, buy them and replace the pads, right? You go. Get into them and just replace the pads. You have a brand new headphone on your hands. There's a demo of an Atrium closed for $18.99, $11.99 on a Tour Classic, $28.99 on a beautiful Caldera. That's a zebra wood. I love that stuff. Where's the demo? See if it listed. Anyway, it's going to take me forever to find these things in this list. Oh, there it is. Second one. Demo Red Heart. I love this Red Heart. That's what I have. I have a Red Heart. And all these B-stock B-stock varietals. But check these out. They'll all be different prices depending on what the wood is and how exotic it is. You can upgrade the cable, do all sorts of stuff over at ZMF. Love that. Verte Open. $15.99. Wow. God, I paid like $2,800 for mine or something back in the day. Boca closed $8.49. Caldera closed $28.99. This, the Aegis is on sale. Oh, what a great amp! What a great amp! $3,000. $500 off, fellas. That's a good deal. So this is what I'm talking about when I say, you know, it's got to be something. I want you to put down in the chat, you know, put down stuff 20% or more off is one rule number one, and then rule number two is it's got to be a product that you actually would want. Like you see it and go, oh, I want that at that price, even if you don't buy it. And then I want to mention, we were talking about them last week. These guys last week. 25% off, or no, it's more than that. Hang on. What are they doing here? Oh, they're custom, 30% off their custom fit monitors at Ultimate Ears Pro. You have to go to pro.ultimateears.com. Don't go to ultimateears.com. Ultimateears.com is their consumer product line. It's like you'll see a bunch of boom stuff. But you have to go to pro.ultimateears.com to get into their customs. Their customs are 30% off. And if you were looking for a custom, not a bad deal. And then remember, I don't know if Noble's doing that for their customs or not, but I know that everything at the Noble site right now is 20% off for Black Friday. So some outstanding frickin' deals, fellas. Outstanding frickin' deals. Go out there and find something cool, and then take pictures of it and send it here. Fantastic stuff. Fantastic stuff. Okay, so let's start going through some chat, because those were my top buys. Those are my top buys I found, and then I'll share yours when we come across them. Oh, also this Quest style, the QI15, something like that. This is for sale. I think it might be 15% off right now, but it's like $150 right now on Amazon. If you're interested, this is a really good little portable DAC amp kind of thing. How's everyone's Thanksgiving? It was a Thanksgiving. I cooked a lot. I was on my feet all day. It was great. Nice cans, Michael. Yeah, these are the Meze Elite. I'm wearing these today for the fun of it. Why not? Kind of cool. I've been meaning to get back into these. I want to spend some time with them again. And I do think they're great. I think they're incredibly wide, though. Like, they make your head. These share properties with the Spirit Torino in that they sit out a great deal. So they're not the most, like, attractive from the outside. Although they look good when you hold them up, but your front profile gets a little ridiculous with that headphone. They are the most comfortable headphone I've ever used. Full stop. Full stop. Okay. And it was a long night. It was a long day yesterday because we went down to San Diego, and I cooked, and then we came home. So I was like, oh boy, full day on my feet, and then a long drive after. Great chat with Wave Theory. Thanks. I haven't seen it. Is it out? Can we see it now? I don't know. I did a thing with him. We talked about high-end headphones. He wanted to to go through and talk about high-end headphones in an organized way. So we kind of walked through a little chat together and exchanged some ideas. It was fun. I like doing that stuff. It was fun. I don't know if I was any good. It's kind of in my own head at that moment. Because the last couple of weeks I've been doing a lot of editing. I've been spending a lot of time in this room. And I don't know that I'm in the best headspace ever. But I did shoot 2 episodes this week. The next 2 Director's Garage episodes are in the can, as they say. So I started editing one of them this week. And we'll probably have it out, I don't know, next week, week after, something like that. I don't get all, like, bunched up about it. It's not the kind of thing where I can just, like, sit here and crank, because I've got other things I've got going on. So I've got some editing gigs I'm in the middle of. Arthur said he didn't partake in any deals, but he picked up the Head D1 recently. Went in on the Kickstarter for Final Audio Tonalite. Oh, that's cool. So you've got some new stuff coming. That's cool. Yeah, the Head D1. I didn't see that on sale anymore, but it's brand new. I wouldn't expect it to be. Ryan Dietz in the house. Cheers, my brother. Favorite people. Tom Lou. It's true. I be here. Be here. All of a sudden we popped up. Like a bunch of people found us, so that's good. No Black Friday deals, unfortunately, for Modhouse. He's just trying to, he's just trying to keep his head above water. Thought about maybe doing some B stock, but decided not to. Well, you can always do it in a future year. You know, you're playing the long game, my friend. I don't blame you. Yes, Noble has a 20% discount. We just talked about that. That Rex 5. Pardon me, fellas. I'm a little groggy after a full day in the kitchen. Too fun. Yeah, Noble 20%. So anything on the Noble site, we should go there for the hell of it, because that's what we're doing here today, talking about these things. I hit the dump button and clear my throat. Okay. 20% off on Black Friday. And that's everything. That's everything, fellas. All the things. All the wired stuff. Everything. Onyx, Kronos. All these things are 20% off their price, which is amazing. Um, 20% off the Apollo, but site-wide, they are having a big sale today. Through the weekend, I'm imagining, at Noble. 20%. I'm trying to see if there's a coupon code. Sorry, that's what I'm looking around for. Because they don't reflect. This is one of those things where you probably got to put it in the cart, and then you'll find out what it is. Not sure. Where's the cart? Yeah, $519. So $519 will get you into an Apollo. Let's find out. I'm just gonna load up a cart, and then they're gonna be like, "Hey, where'd you go?" But I won't leave the cart in the aisle full. You know, people do that at the store. Let's add to the cart. Let's see what this is. Oh, maybe it's not the Kronos. I don't see a deal there. 20% off. So that was everything. Dang it. I know this is 20% off. I saw this elsewhere for 20% off. Yeah, 3120. So apparently not the Kronos. 3120 on the Shogun. That's significant. Cadence? Anyone? No. No cadence. So it seems to be select products at Noble. I know all of the True Wireless stuff was on sale, for sure. Yeah, $256 will get you into the Amadeus. I didn't hear the Amadeus when I was at CanJam. But still, tons of stuff on sale over at Noble for the Black Friday thing. And they're carrying over to like Audio 46 and Bloom, anybody who distributes them, are picking up that 20% savings. So there you go. You can go anywhere you want to get them. Now the 2-digit category, 12. Now in the 2-digit category, 12. Oh, for my viewers, yeah. I was like, what the hell's going on? Everything went down to 0 on my monitor here. Like, if you look at what happens on YouTube on my end, and I can't share the screen, unfortunately, it's not Zoom, but you see like a graph of who's people watching, people who tune out, and they always tune out when there's a commercial, and they come back. But it went down to 0 for like a minute. I'm like, what happened? Where'd everybody go? So maybe they didn't. Maybe it was just an algorithm thing. I don't know. What the hell? It's kind of boring stuff to talk about. He was eyeballing the Aeolus B stock this morning, but he'd rather sell than buy. Yeah, I know. I'm trying to sell too, my friend. Oh, Lord. Oh, what happened here? What happened here? Is all this working? Man, something weird happened. You'd rather sell than buy. Yeah, that's there's some strange stuff going on YouTube right now. I don't know. Maybe I just have slow internet on Friday. Maybe the internet took some tryptophan. I ate a lot of turkey last night. But received his new pads for his tungstens today. Woohoo! Thanks, Ryan. Awesome. Adnan's gonna have some good listening. Hey, fellas, Kevin in the house. Cheers. Welcome to the day after Thanksgiving, a Black Friday. Campfire has some good deals in B-stock and pre-owned. Up to 50% discount. Nice. Let's go over to Campfire. It's a company that I've been trying to like kind of... I did one of their IEMs. Yeah, we can do this. Black Friday. Shop Black Friday. That's what we want to do. Oh yeah, some good stuff here. $389 down to $299. That's good. It's over 20%. Fits the mold. Yeah, there's some nice stuff here. Oh, I like the clear. I always like these clear things where you can see what's going on inside the headphone. I'm a big fan of that. Just like it. It's fun to see. Fun to see how they arranged all those drivers and got them working. Hey, I didn't say go back. Ponderosa to Bonneville. Good savings there. I'm not familiar with the current Campfire line. Gotta be honest. I don't have to be honest, but I'm gonna be honest. But some good stuff here. Some good stuff here. Here's a relay DAC amp. I don't know what this is. Is this their own? Campfire makes it? Yeah. Campfire branded DAC amp. Nice. Good deal on that, fellas. It's like finding good, good prices on stuff. So that's going on over at Campfire. Interesting. Check them out. I had the Andromeda. I like the Andromeda. Yeah, I don't see like the crazy bargain basement stuff though. Is there a different page I should be looking for? This is their, I mean, this is the headphone that the IEM that really made them. They did so much volume on those. Fantastic stuff. I'm looking for a B-stock page or something. Trade-up program. I didn't know they had a trade-up program. That's cool. Sorry, you're not seeing it. Ha! Rude director, not showing you the stuff. I mean, they make a ton of models. They do have a little bit of modelitis going on at Campfire. Like, they've just got so many different models. Like, can't you just, like, it's like I don't know who you are almost, you know, because you're making, and they've also altered these designs so much. Like, they don't, back when they, you know, everything was basing off of the Andromeda, it's like, oh, you could look at this and go, oh, definitely that's a Campfire product. Like, there's no question that's Campfire, because it's just got that look of the Campfires. But now it's like you see this and it's like, that doesn't look like I don't look at that and go, oh, that's F, you know. If you know, you know, but you don't know just by looking at them that they're Campfire headphones, IEMs. Like on Noble, oh, hey, sale going on right there, 15% off, fellas. I'll tell you about it in a minute. I already told you about it. Let's see if I can find the Noble page. Where was it? Go to it, Noble. Like all their headphones all have, like, you know it's a Noble just by looking at it. The only one that's kind of the outlier is the Shogun, because it's got this ornate plate like this, and that doesn't scream Noble to me. It actually, like, is quite busy for a Noble headphone. Noble usually does a cooler material or a wilder material, but something that's like this. This reminds me more of the Forte ears. Or something that maybe I would see from Empire ears. Does Empire ears have a sale today? Let's see. Big fan of Empire ears. There's a ton of Sennheiser stuff on sale, by the way. Sennheiser has massive discounts going on. They always have massive discounts going on, though. Odin Mark II. That is not a pretty headphone. Is it me? Does this Odin just, like, not do it for it? I just think it's obnoxious. I kind of like the first the Odin. I thought it was kind of neat, the way it reflected different colors and stuff. I don't see anything for sale, though. It's kind of not going to fit the mold. Maybe they're better in person. Maybe this is one that's better in person. And I don't like this design at all. This looks like vomit to me. Looks like somebody puked on the headphone. What's going on over at Empire Ears? Let's talk about their... Oh, boy, that's mean. Being mean today. I don't want to be mean. Like, I like the old Odin. This is a nice looking design. It's just iconic. It's got a thing to it. It's got a point of view. I don't know about this one. I've been trying to get a Raven from them forever. I want to hear this headphone. That's a nice looking headphone. It's kind of sleek. It's more like subtle. I like the subtle. This is like, look at me. What's over on the clearance page? I saw some clearance. Here's some deals. Got a good deal. It's a Vantage, $77.99. Wraith. It's a bass cannon. Sold out, unfortunately. That's a bass cannon headphone. IEM. Fab stuff. Good times, fellas. Good times. Good times. Let's continue on with our with the chat. All right. Happy Thanksgiving. Cheers, everybody. Hope you had a good one. Looking at my Head-Fi listing last night. Yeah, I have two things for sale on Head-Fi right now. I have an Abyss 1266TC, and I have the Carbon from Audeze, Carbon 2. And no reason, I like both of them. I just need to sell some stuff. And I'm probably I might list my X9000 too, with the wooden box. I just need to turn over some stuff and generate some cash. We're heading into a rough section here. And I can't have this many expensive headphones hanging around here when the coffers are thin, as they say. So I'm selling off some stuff. I came close a few times on a couple of things, and it was just like, I'm like, God, $3,000. What's this? What do I have for sale for? I think I have the Carbon 2 for like $3,000 or something, or I don't remember what they're listed at. Maybe it's $4,000, but I'm like, it's a $6,000 headphone, and I'm like, I've used them a couple of times for. They don't even get much use because I reviewed them, and I'm kind of haven't had a reason to go back to them. And I'm just like, they're so bargain basement priced right now. They're by far the cheapest priced, and I got people trying to like, can you cut me a deal? Well, what do you say? I'm like, I don't know. I just get frustrated, and I just don't stop answering people. So, like, and down in the chat, it's like people chime in like, oh my God, this is an outstanding price for this. Like, I'm shocked that it hasn't sold yet. And I'm like, I am too. And then they want even more off. And I'm like, I'm not that desperate. I mean, it would be, I'm trying to clear some stuff, and it will. If somebody's going to buy it at that price, it's a great price. But I don't know. I'm like, I'm not just going to give it away. I wish I had that kind of money. I don't. I'm like, I'm trying to run a show that loses money. I'm trying to deal with a job situation that's not great, and all the things we're trying to move. Okay, that's enough of my struggles. Who the hell cares? Random question. Curious if the review unit that you sent Michael is for sale. He's looking at selling his Susvara for a tungsten dual-sided V2. He doesn't have the right amp for a Susvara. Oh, that's for Ryan. Okay, got it. I was not quite sure where we were at. So funny. Adnan got his things. Kevin, I'll email you. Saw your email but didn't respond yet. Cool. Yeah, I like the V2 of the tungsten. I thought it was really nice. Not much change, little tweaks here and there, but and I wasn't even sure that any of the tweaks were going to be audible once the headphone broke in a little bit. Fighting the urge to go all in on ZMF's P-Stock sale. I know they've got a lot for sale over there. I didn't realize how much he had for sale. Like, if you go deep on these menus, like, look at all of these different versions. Like, there's a ton of demos. These are just headphones that he would, like, either take to a show or send out for review. But every one of these has demo versions, like... Bokeh closed. I'm such a huge fan of it. I like the Bokeh open. I wonder what his best-selling headphone is. I haven't talked to him about it in a while. But the Atrium, I mean, frickin'... What a price on the Atrium. These were all B stocks. You're cutting deals on them. And sometimes it's just something that he thinks, you know, these didn't quite come out perfect, and I don't want to sell them at full price. So I've got these cups that were sitting around, and I'm like, I will just throw them in the B-stock sale. I mean, Jesus, these are pretty. This is the prettiest headphone he ever did, by far, to my way of thinking. I think the atrium is just frickin' gorgeous. Every iteration of this is, look at this cherry. I mean, that's a gorgeous headphone. He probably rejected it because it had a little... There's your B stock right there. He had to fill in the cup with a little resin or something, and thought it just didn't quite look perfect. Try and find out why it's a B stock. Investigative journalism. But yeah, great prices. You know, like, and I just, God, I love ZMS. They're so good. They're so good. Suncoast Audio Direct has the Audeze LCD-5 at 27% off. Wow, let's look at that. Let's go to this. Black Friday deals. Up to 52% off on Audeze product. What? That's a great deal on this headphone. This is a very reference neutral headphone. I don't know that I would. I like this headphone a lot. I was a fan of this headphone. Tons of detail, neutral bass, great price. LCD-4Z, $4,000 still. Woo. Lots of stuff. Anyway, there you go. Good deal, though. Great call. Great call. And I'll try and summarize. I'll take the time to summarize all these in an email or in a description below this video once we get off the air. But it's a Black Friday, fellas. We're just chalking deals, man. Let's go find deals. We're going shopping together. At the mall. The headphone mall. Great choice, Kevin. Nothing touches the tungstens. Haven't heard the V2, but the V1's amazing. Or the V2 from the Genius gentleman. Oh yeah, we like to hear that. We like to hear that. Steve Nichols, what are you doing? Take that back. Jesus, dude. I mean, thank you, but holy shit, don't do that, fellas. I'm not here for money. Good God, gotta ask, is the Caldera closed much better than the closed atrium? All right, well, let's start with this. I have not had the closed atrium here. The biggest difference is, and thanks, Steve, but oh my God, guys, don't do that shit. It just makes me feel guilty. I'm not worthy. half drunk on tryptophan still. The Caldera closed. The differences between the headphones are you're going to get punchy, fast bass out of the Caldera. The Atrium is a more smooth headphone, period, because you're talking about a difference in drivers. The Caldera closed is a planar magnetic. It's going to be very fast. It's going to be a little peaky here and there. And I would say if you're going to buy the Caldera anything Caldera, make sure that you get the mod with it. There's a screen mod that Zach makes, and I think you're going to want that. It just takes the treble down a little bit and smooths the headphone over. It's a much better headphone with it. I have not heard the atrium closed. I can't comment. Maybe somebody else in the chat can comment for you. But yeah, they're an apples and oranges comparison. They're very different headphones. Other than they both sit on your head. The Caldera Close is a great headphone. I enjoyed it, but I would want the mod done to it. There's a screen that he sells that you can do surgery on and put it on yourself, or you could probably just buy it from him and say, "Could you put the screen in before you send it to me?" It's not that big a deal. It's just it's a sticker process. I did a live stream maybe it was a year ago, where I put the screen in live on my Caldera, and I really liked the way he changed it. It was a worthy upgrade for sure. The Atrium is just a warm, beautiful headphone. I'm such a huge fan of the Atrium. I think it's the best thing he makes. And I love the Bokeh Open too, which is another dynamic driver. I just like his dynamics, I think, a little more than his electrostats, E-stats. But quality. I mean, you get that quality. But thanks so much, Steve. I really... I'll heart this because it's really nice of you to do post Thanksgiving. But man, we're just here for the beer, my friends. You all don't have to. I'm not here to get donations. I know some guys are in, like the super chat and all that kind of thing. But I'm like, I just very, very, very appreciated. But please, you all don't have to do that stuff. You know what I would love for you guys to do, instead, is go over and drop in on the Hangover Hangout. That's a $3 thing, and I think it's fab. Because I like to see your guys' faces, and I like to be able to talk back and forth. And the only reason that I have any kind of fee for that is because my trolls have been pointed and obnoxious in some ways. And if I have it free, everybody and their mother will go in there, including the people who like to just cause trouble. And it seems to be like a small little fee is like, they hate me, but they don't hate me enough to pay me $3 to hate me. Right? So that's the only reason at all that there's any, I would do all that for free. Because I don't, look, I've told people, I've said this before on this live stream, this will never be my day job. This is a side little thing that I do that I enjoy because I enjoy the people. But it's as far as it's a part of the Director's Garage media universe. So in that sense, it's a business, I guess, but it's nothing that I'm pursuing as a main line of income. This is a little side thing that I do because it's fun. It lets me exercise my creativity, and it lets me meet great friends. I've made phenomenal friends through doing this, and that's the reward for me. That's why it's worth doing it. But if it was for money, it's like, this isn't a money thing. This is, headphones, period, are not money things. Great stuff. So if that answers your question, if you have a follow-up, don't pay for it. Please just ask the follow-up. Too nice, Steve. That's very generous, and I'm humbled. Actually bought some B-stock ear pads, a couple of leather cable bags, and a couple of upside-down headphone cases from ZMF a few weeks ago. Great values. Yeah, I just like the stuff over there. It's like, it's wood. It's like, you know what I mean? Like it's solid. There's, I have anything ZMF. I don't have anything ZMF out right now. Shame on me. But it's like, it's all just solid stuff. It's like the quality there's quality everywhere in the thing. You just hold it and it's like, oh, this just feels great. Aegis or KN tube amp? For me, well, the KN is twice the price. So, you know what I mean? By the way, Audeze saw that I clicked on their site. They said, have another look. You get those emails after you click in and it's like the cookies or whatever tell them who we are. You're talking about the HA-170, I think. It's hang on, 170 amp. I haven't spent enough time to like talk much about that HA-170, but it's $6,300. So here. This is the amp. This is like the amp. So it's and it's on sale, 15% off, which is a good 15% on that much money is a lot of money. I haven't spent enough time with this to give a good assessment though, and a fair, reasonable assessment. I have spent time with the with the Aegis from ZMF. And I love it. It's a neat and clever headphone amp. Talking about, hang on, did I get all this stuff gone? Is this clearance? No, ZMF. Let's do ZMF. Shop garage. Okay, so he has a. No, I don't want to do. I don't know. This is the YouTubes. It's probably playing audio too now. Dang it. But I want to watch that video now. Jesus. Shop. No, not rarities. Those are expensive. Be stuck. So he has an Aegis over here. Unless you're talking about between these two amps, I haven't heard this amp at all. I can't even comment about it. I've heard the 170, which is twice the price. Here's what I would say about this. First of all, this is a very vintage design, and I love everything that Zach has done with the look of this thing. I think it looks like an antique radio or some sort of like amp from the 30s, including the etched power lightning bolt in this power on switch. It's a little bit on the fiddly side, meaning that certain arrangements of switches and jacks give you certain outputs. So if you're looking for to hit a specific impedance or whatever, you got to do a little work with this amp to get there. The sound of this amp is fantastic. I really liked it. If I didn't already have, the WA5LE, it's an amp that I would love to own just because I think it's a piece of art. The KN is, I mean, it's a slick looking product. They make slick looking products, and I'm not gonna knock it. And they make good sounding stuff. I have their portable thing. I just haven't had this in here to like spend time with it and tell you much about the sound of it. Clearly Zach likes it because he's carrying it and selling it along with his headphones. Definitely different approach, they're different style amps too, as far as tube arrangements and all that. So they're going to have different sounds. I just haven't spent any time with it. Maybe somebody can chime in. Boys, stop it with the money. What is going on? No, guys, don't, please. I'm going to end this live stream. I swear to God, I don't want this is not This is not cool. It's very kind of you to do, but this is please don't. Please, I'm asking you, please don't. This is about us hanging out and having a good time. That's all. I do this for the love of it, not for the money of it. And okay, don't. Okay. And I won't call any more attention to it because it's freaking me out. Thank you. You're kind folks, but because I have to, but really, guys, I'm here to talk to you guys because I like you guys. Please don't do the donation shit. Okay, Tipsy have their own sale on their website and they ship internationally. Well, I talked about Tipsy earlier, and this is for Neil Snyder. And I still have the page up, so that's good. We'll go to this. The Tipsy M3 is 20% off at $175. And at $175, I like this deal. I like this deal. So do that if you're into it. But 175, that's a pretty good price. And even if you're like on the fence with this headphone, if 175 makes sense to me. Like it's a price. It's like it's not going to hurt you too much to get into it and check it out. And honestly, like you could probably sell them over on HeadFi for almost that much money anyway, like a week or two later, because they're still a current headphone or whatever. So you won't lose that much money on it, even if you don't like it. I always think about that too, the resale value of shit. It's important. Okay, this is getting ridiculous, fellas. We're gonna wrap this show up, and I'm gonna get the hell out of here because I'm feeling embarrassed. And thank you for donations, but please don't. Kayan builds the Aegis, so they're likely the same build quality. I thought that, Gene, is that true? Because the Aegis is a Kevin Gilmore design, and I thought Zach. Is that the relationship? I haven't asked Zach this, and we've had him on the live stream. We'll do that. Maybe that's the relationship that Kayan's putting together the amps for him. I don't know. Or maybe Zach's providing the wood and the parts because he's got that part, and Kayan's building the amp for them. I'll check. We'll ask Zach the next time he's on. I've never pursued it. That's really good. That's really a good point. But you make the good point. Is when you ask about this or that, it's like what kind of sound do you want? I haven't listened to the KN amps. I'll be honest. Other than the 170 that was at Can Jam, and I spent some time with it. I was sitting next to the B21 in Zach's room, and it impressed me. I thought it was great, and I took a picture of it and I put it in my roundup. This was last year, and but it was like I didn't have enough time to assess. I think KN makes great products generally, though, and I have, like I said, I have their portable. I think it's great. Neil says he's listened to about 6 Noble IEMs, not a fan of their sound. Fair enough. They make something for everybody. I'm actually surprised, Neil, because some of their headphones run bright, and you like a brighter sound signature. What I definitely appreciate about Noble is the build quality. Holy shit, they build stuff like just gorgeous pieces of art. Proud owner of no ZMF products. Oh, that's a shame. I've loved, the Atrium alone is like one of the best headphones. Period. Like it's just one of those daily drivers. It's just fantastic. Just love it. Just love it. And I love the construction, and the smell of those things. Oh, so good. I think if I were looking at a ZMF right now, model that I would really be looking at the moment would be the the Bokeh Openback. That headphone left an impression on me. It's a headphone that I really want to investigate. You have to go to the marketplace in the Campfire site, scroll down to the bottom of the page. I'm sorry, man. Did I miss something on Campfire? Let's go back. Let's go back to where we once belonged. Campfire audio. There we go. No! Jesus. Give me the Amazon page. Here we go. All the way to the bottom, you're saying. On the shop page? Shop Black Friday. We did. Alright, we did this. I think we did this. Maybe I'm just behind. Funny thing about Campfire is they cleared all their models up 2 years ago and restarted with 4 IEMs and went crazy to get back to speed. That's a good point. I didn't know. Well, Neil, we can get 20% off over at Amazon right now, my friend. On that headphone. It's a good price. If you want to check them out, I think it's a good price. You know, $175, like if you're curious, it's like, I'm not going to get hurt by that deal. Anthony says a friend of his here in the UK got $500 off the Meze Poet. I haven't heard the Poet. I'd really like to hear it though. I like Meze products. I mean, I just think their construction's fantastic. They're fun and they're comfortable. Depends on the goal. Time is money. I gotcha. Understand. Yeah, this is all about the guys. I appreciate the coffee. So appreciate it. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. And don't do that. Hangover Hangout is worth the time and spend. That's where I shuffle people because the thing I just love the interaction. Like this is hard because it's like it's me talking to if you're here, it's like the most ridiculous thing you've ever seen. I'm looking into what is a teleprompter because it's the teleprompter's up, but it's the camera lens, and I'm talking to you as if you're here, but you're not, and I have to read this chat, and it's like it's just clumsy. The best part about the weekend hangouts, and we do it on Saturdays, and I've always, I'll consider moving it if there's a consensus. It just seems like the consensus is it's great where it is, and as many people can come do. But the more people we get in there, it's like we get this great exchange going of, and some of it's just headphones and shooting the shit kind of stuff. But my favorite part is like we always take one 20-minute or half-hour block a day, and everybody talks about a piece of music that's obscure, that they haven't spent a lot of time with, or that they find. I'm sorry, my brain jumped a little bit. That's obscure, that's interesting to them, off the beaten path, or it's something that maybe you haven't considered listening to or haven't heard, and we all give album recommendations, and we talk about what we love about a certain piece of music, and it's like, that's core for me. Like, that's like, and it's back and forth. Like, what do you think that sounds like? Oh, that reminds me of this artist. It's just a great hangout, and it's like people discussing music and headphones, and it's in real time. And I don't have to carry the show. It's like you guys take over and run. Gene is in our audience today. He was at Can Jam Dallas, and he's going to come in with some photos and kind of show off do a little report of what he saw at Can Jam Dallas at the next in the next one. So it's like everybody contributing, and it's just a great environment, and it's people it's a good discussion. I love that it's back and forth, whereas this is like just everybody in the chat. Happy Thanksgiving, JTB. Happy Thanksgiving to everybody out there, and then thank you again for the donations, but please don't. Happy Thanksgiving, Michael. I'm editing now in the business. Business is tough right now. Don't end the chat. Okay, stop. Well, then stop paying me, please. But seriously, I've been doing this for 5 years. The live stream I started maybe 3 years ago. And I just do it because it's a way to keep in touch with you guys and in real time. And I'm a champion of you guys. I like seeing you guys. I like hearing what you guys are doing and what you guys are listening to and what's exciting you, and share your photos of your systems and stuff, because this is an isolating world. Sorry, I just tipped over my aspirin. This is an isolating world. We shut ourselves off when we do this and listen to music. And that's what's great about HeadFi. But HeadFi becomes like this one-upsmanship thing in the chat, and people go after people, and they organize into clumps, and they, you don't know, they get too mean. And I don't, we just don't suffer mean people. Like these are all, we can disagree about, Neil cannot like Noble, and I'm not going to take personal offense to it. Nobody has to like anything. It's preference. It's what do you enjoy? I love the fact that he's finding these lower end, bargain products that are really exciting him and getting him, interested in listening to more music and checking it out. I can't, I don't ever want to think about having to get rid of, some of the products around here because I like them too much. I enjoy them. Someday I may have to, and nobody's here forever, but I've spent decades to get to the system that's here now. And I like it. And I like are there things that I would still change? Yeah, there's things I would still like to do. I've said this openly, I would like to get a ribbon driver headphone in here. And I would probably thin the herd to get there if I could, but buying any headphone product makes no sense at the moment. So, for me, because of financially. But, I've got a turntable I love. I've got the reel-to-reel deck that's just, I love listening to reel and using reel-to-reel. That KSA I've had since the 90s. Bought it used in the 90s. The B21 is the finest amp I've heard. I'm excited about that amp still to this day. The DCS stack, I really love that DAC. And I know that there are guys that are like, oh, you got to have cord, you got to have this, you got to have that, you got to have the Mala Mala, you've got to have the, whatever. I would much prefer any of those products. And I'm like, fine, that's great. This took me forever to get to the point where I'm like, I haven't not changed DACs in a long time. This DAC is working for me. I really like the sound of this DAC. Is it the end-all be-all? I don't know, but it's good for me right now. I really like this DCS Lena DAC. I'm a fan of it. I think it sounds good, and I would change it down the road if I stopped being happy with it, or I thought it wasn't giving me. I just think it's fantastic, and I got to here. This is where I'm at. So there you go. But it's not for everybody. Definitely not for everyone, And the Woo, I've never had a reason to replace it. And it's got all like the black caps inside of it back there. That glowing little. You can kind of see a little bit of shine on it. The WA5LE. It's a great tube amp. It's a great tube amp. And I've had other things in here. I had the Aegis in here, and I'm like, I think I like the sound of my Woo better. I just don't see a reason. And honestly, the other part of that too that I have to calculate. There's a calculation you have to do as far as cost of sales, and I am $6,000, not including tubes. I'm $6,000 into the Woo Audio WA5LE, not including tubes, and I've got another couple grand in tubes alone because of the 300Bs. I've got Takatsuki's, which I think are currently in there, and I've got Western Electrics. I've got some different rectifiers and stuff to change up the sound a little bit. Haven't done it in a while, but it's great. But to sell that amp, I'd be lucky to get $3,500 for it. So I got to consider that. Like, is it worth? And I like the sound of the amp. I think it's a great sounding amp. And even the Abyss guys, when they did their tiering, which I think is this silly little exercise, I don't think it's anything I'll ever do. They did a ranking system of, like, S class and A and whatever, all that stuff. They included it on the list of Abyss approved or whatever, Abyss recommended. But they have like a symbiotic relationship with Woo Audio, so I don't know how, like, is it real or is it like influenced? I think it's influenced, that thing. The Aegis is designed by Lordwin, yeah, and manufactured by Kayan. The design, aesthetics, and marketing by ZMF Headphones. Okay, let's get Zach. I want to have Zach on and talk about that, how that all came about, because that's another thing we do on the week on the Hangover shows. I'll have people drop by, like Zach from ZMF just drops in every now and then. Ryan Dietz from Modhouse drops in every now and then. I've had special guests. Danny McKinney dropped into the last one, a guy who is behind the Raul Amanis and Magna. He just dropped in for 20 minutes and talked about some albums that he liked, because we were in the middle of doing our album reviews when he dropped in. All that stuff. It's just fun, and you get Nobles come in, and we've had HiFiman. We had a rep from HiFiman once, and I try to get people. I've been trying to get somebody from Headamp. I've been trying to get Steve, what's his name? Justin Wilson from Headamp, but he doesn't like to do media, so I'm afraid I'm going to be out of luck on that one. But I've been trying to get him in because I really love the Headamp story and I like the Headamp products. So yeah, it's just, I always want to get them. I always want to highlight people and shine a spotlight on them and say, these guys are doing cool stuff. And I love to know where stuff comes from. Like, where did you get the idea to do the Caldera? Well, I really wanted to do a planar magnetic headphone. So we started, it's a 10-year design. It took me, almost 10 years to go from to get that thing implemented. We had ideas for it way back in, like, I hear you get the backstory of these headphones. I'm just fascinated. I like hearing that stuff. Guys who are actually, doing it with their lives, spending their lives doing this stuff. It's fantastic. Sivga Nightingale is 20% off on Black Friday at Amazon. They just launched the Sivga Nightingale Pro. He's currently comparing, and he thinks the OG is still the GOAT. Awesome. Yeah, Sivga comes on sale quite a bit. You'll see that. Where's your Abyss 1266? Oh yeah, Real Time is my handle over on HeadFi. Before the show, I was buying and selling headphones on HeadFi, and then I started the show, and I just would have... There's no way to change your name, your username over there, and you get a lot of... It's not it's not a YouTube show friendly website. They don't like when I was like, people were talking about a specific headphone, and I would go in the thread and they'd give their review of it, and then I would just put a link to my YouTube channel and say, here's my review of this, my thoughts about this headphone. And they thought I was promoting myself, and I'm like, well, the point of the review for video is that I didn't write it out. I didn't have to write it out, and it's you know, but they saw it as me somehow trying to siphon traffic off of the HeadFi website, and I'm like, that's not in my makeup. It's not. I just was like, easier to contribute a video than to write out my, transcribe my review, my review on my own channel, and then try and shove it in. And I respect what they're doing, and they want to protect their little world over there, and I sell stuff over there, but I can't change my username, so it's stuck to where it is, and it doesn't make sense to change it. So Real Time is one of my handles it's like one of my alter egos, but it's dated back to like the early 2000s. And I just haven't had a way to change the handle on it. They won't let me, and I haven't approached them about doing it either. Maybe they can do it. Maybe there's a way they could do it internally, but I don't know if they're in the, I don't know if they're of the mind to help me out anyway. Although they talked to me about me doing a panel with them at one of the Can Jams, but I'm like, they never pursued it, and I'm like, I'm not going to go volunteer. I'm not somebody who needs to build myself up. There are guys who, I don't know. There are guys who flex at Can Jam, and I'm like, I'm not a flexer. I just kind of like go around. That's how I met Wave Theory, by the way. It was we just came up to me. I was standing there, and I saw Kurawong standing in the hallway. And he's somebody I really respect, because he's kind of like, he does the headphone review show I would love to do if I was technically minded, and I had the technical knowledge that I have a basic understanding of electronics. This guy has like a deep understanding. Wave theory, physicist, has a way deeper understanding of how this all fits together than I will ever have, and I admire that. And so I just went over to Kurawong and said, "Hey man, I've been checking out your channel." He didn't even know who I was, I don't think. I'm playing a small micro channel, and I just said, "Hey, I'm just a fan of your channel." And then Wave Theory came up, Brian, and he said, "Dude, we got to collab on something." And I'm like, I knew his face, but I'd never seen his show. So I was just like, okay, why not? And then he called me and said, "Hey, I've been trying to think about doing this, and what do you think about this for a topic?" And I'm like, I'll talk about anything. I don't care. It's just kind of fun. It's REEL, like a reel of tape. It's actually dates back to the 90s, that moniker. It was my first MAC address. But it's my like personal email address, whereas if you're looking to email me, always go to this one, directorsgarage@gmail.com. That's the show's email. And I would change all of this if they let me, but it's like it's too much of a pain in the ass, and I don't want to bother anybody. Where's your your Abyss headphone? There's a link isn't there a link below this video right now that you're watching? I think there is. Oh no, there isn't a link to it, because you would just email me at directorsgarage@gmail.com, and I'll send you photos or whatever, and I'll send you a link if you're interested. It's a big package, and it's what I'm selling is the headphone. Everything comes in wooden boxes. I have all the original wooden boxes and the shipping boxes from Abyss. And then I'm selling the Superconductor cable along with it. It's a $2,500 cable that I bought. I bought it from JPS Labs. I never thought I'd sell the Abyss. I thought I'd just be around here forever because it's such a classic. It just is. It's a headphone that I'm not listening to enough, and if I'm not listening to it, and it makes sense to recoup what I can out of it now. And I'm also selling, along with that, it comes with a Rooms stand, which is a bracket stand that holds the headphone by the bracket. Every other headphone stand holds it by the pad, and the pad has elastic straps that deteriorate over time, and putting constant pressure on them is not good for them. You want to hold that headphone by the frame. And anyway, no, I bought it used. And I've sent it to Abyss for service over the years. They've gone through the headphone because the top nut gets loose over time, and they flex too easily, so it's got a new top nut on it. And the pads have been replaced. The ear pads have been replaced. They're brand new, or close to brand new. And then it's got the cable, which the cable is the, that's the cell on it, and the stand, because nobody can get the stand anymore. It's great. Anyway, $3,000 for your length. Yeah, so there you go. It's very expensive. And Abyss jacked up their prices during COVID, and they never dropped them down. So anyway, I've had people like come in and go, "Come on, you can do that for you. I'll give you $4,000 for it." I'm like, the cable is $2,500, dude. Like, if I sell the headphone itself is selling for about $4,000 used. So for $1,000, you're getting a $2,500 cable, and all the original boxes. You get a guy, and then you get this stand that you can't even get anymore. So that everybody wants. I've had more offers for just the stand. Like, people come in, I'm like, I'm not going to break up the set. I'd rather sell it as a set. It's more fun to sell as a set. I love fun in this hobby. I promote fun in this hobby. like the fun is, I would love to see the face of the dude who buys this, and they get to open like all this shit in a box. Like, oh my God, the stand, and here's the cable, and here's the stuff. It's just like a great big Christmas present. So I've had people like offer, I'll just buy the cable, I'll just buy the this, and I'm like, the fun of this thing is buying the whole thing, buying the whole set. It's just, there's something cool about doing that. I don't know. I'm not a business, I guess I'm just a shitty businessman. But like, I love I did this deal for a guy in Singapore. I've talked about this deal a couple of times. This was the dumbest deal ever. I sent him my LCD-5 and my Ferrum Ore and Hypsos stack in exchange for the SRX 9000. It cost us like $800 in shipping. Made no sense at all. This is back when I had money. I had money to burn. I was just like having fun with this channel. But what an epic trade. What an epic, it's like, it's like trading for Gretzky. It's like putting together a package to get, a great deal. And I did it for the epic flex of doing the deal. It was just fun. And I got, I got it here, and this guy, he got a big package that came to him, and it was just like, it was just a fun deal to do. It made 0 sense financially. It made, we both lost money on the deal because of the shipping costs, but it's like, what the hell, why not? Let's just go for it, man. Let's just have some fun and do it. And it was great. It was just fun. I just loved that, the fun of that. It's just awesome. It's just, I'm in this, it's the relationships and the stories. That's why you do this. That's why you do a headphone show. And also, it keeps me up on my editing chops to do the show. So there you go. So that's the whole deal. Anyway. So let's see. Did I miss a couple? I think I missed a couple. Then we'll get off the air. We did a nice long live stream today, 90 minutes. With all of these, go back and check them out. I put all of my Black Friday links in to one little package, and then I'm going to do show notes after. I'll go back in and I'll put all of the links to these sales, so you have one easy place to find them. Last Rhino, what ZMF did you get? He got a Caldera closed. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, that's a nice headphone. I reviewed that earlier. I thought it was great. Another win. The ZMF is just doing such great products right now. Like, they've had this insane run. It's so good. Abyss is partnered with Woo, though they push each other's. It's partnered with Woo, though they push each other's part. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Those relationships are important to know always. It's why I try to over disclose on this channel, and I tell you where something came from. You know, if I bought it with my own money, I say I bought it with my own money. If I got a discount from Audio 46, I'll say Audio 46 took some off of this. If Noble sold it to me at a discount, or if they gave me something, I always say that. You've got to know when you're getting information from somebody, where the biases are. And I have biases. I'm completely, I will tell you, I am a ZMF fanboy. I enjoy their products. I love ZMF. I like Zach. I like what he does there. I think they're on this epic run of great products, and they just impress me with everything. But you should know that when you hear what I say about them, to know, oh, well, he really likes ZMF, so he's more inclined to say something nice about ZMF. That's not to say I haven't had a bad review of ZMF products, or I haven't had problems with ZMF, like taken issue with certain things of ZMF. I knock them for their ear pads. I think the ear pad system is terrible. It's hard to get those things off and on. And when you're in a review situation, you kind of want to go back and forth quickly. It's really hard to do that when you've got to do this bicycle tire thing on the ear pads to get them off and on. And so, like I try to be honest, but also know that I'm a big fan of Zach, and I love what he's doing over there. And I think it's awesome that I love the story of it. And Ryan too. I love these stories of guys who started just doing a little mod for a headphone and thought, could I build my own headphone? Could I, maybe I should try it. And I could try it. And Ryan, just made this headphone. He didn't think anybody was going to like this thing. He thought, this is fun, and I'll share it with my friends, and we'll have a laugh. And, I'll have made this cool product. I'm trying to make this thing that sounded like a Sysfara. And then it turned out that everybody loved it, and everybody wanted one. That's a story. That's the story. You know what I mean? That's the great part of it. That's the great part of it. So it's important to know where, I try to be as utterly transparent as possible on the show. And I think that everybody should be. If you're going to be offering recommendations and doling out, just be honest about what's behind it. Did you get this headphone for free? Do you have to send it back? Is this something that you bought and then are flipping? Is this, just be honest. Be honest. So there you go. Real Time, REELTIME is my handle over at HeadFi, if you're interested. I wrote a lot of stuff back in the day. I haven't written anything over there in a long time. What I do for HeadFi, because they put this great show on, and I've gone to it. Number one, I keyword HeadFi into all of my video reviews. Out of respect, because they were the ones who really got me into the hobby and got me, doing the deep dive into stuff. And I try to do a CanJam wrap-up that's got a lot of pretty photos and talks about the joy of going to this event every year, because I want them to keep doing it. And I think that people don't say thank you enough. And it's my little way of doing a thank you, is to take some nice photos for manufacturers that I enjoyed and share the experiences in as comedic a way as I can come up, that's kind of reflects my personality. And I share it over there. And every one of them, they put on the front page of HeadFi when I post it. So although they don't like my YouTube channel, or they don't like the idea of my YouTube channel, I don't know if they do or not. It's a little nod every year, a little wink and a nod to say, I see you, you know, and thank you. Like, we're cool, even though, you know, I get mad at you sometimes. I don't know what it means. So great. So are there any more deals out there that you guys want to look at, that you guys want to show me before we wrap up? This is a Black Friday. We're going a little longer. I don't mind going longer on special days. It was fun to share with you all of the many sales, from Blue Note to this Amazon and the Tipsy that Neil recommended, to we've got a Diablo and Western Electric. Just going to recap real quick. We've got some Meze products, 109, outstanding HiFiman sale. Holy shit, under $1,000 for a HE-1000. I mean, I guess that's the trickle down from the Unveiled, but pretty cool. Some Elitech stuff from Bloom Audio, and then my friends at Audio 46, who I love those guys over there, Tony, and of course my dear friend Rigo over there. The Batiste at under $600. Noble, everything from Noble is on sale, $359 for an outstanding 5-driver true wireless IEM. Fabulous. We talked about some Canon stuff, Campfire. I'm sure I'm missing a couple, but we did the ZMF November, and there you go. So that's kind of what we did today over on the looking at the Black Friday sales. And go out and find something great, buy it, and take a picture of it. Send it over here to my email at directorsgarage.com. Oh yeah, and then I should mention again before we go that I'm doing a Black Friday sale on the Directors Garage website right now. All merch 15% off. If you use the coupon code, I've got it up somewhere here. If you use the coupon code Black Friday 2025, you get 15% off any order over at directorsgarage.com/store. So feel free to go over there. We've got all the fun new design t-shirts that I did just a couple weeks ago, and I'll be adding more to that as weeks go on, and if I get a creative burst. Idea literally came to me like I think I was in the shower, and I was like, I should do a headphone with phrase on it, a t-shirt with a phrase on it for fun. And then I started thinking about what it could be, and I came up with what is a Sfara, and then You're Not Listening. So all that over there, plus the polos, everything is 15% off for Black Friday. I want to do something just to say thank you to you guys, give you a little break if you wanted a fun t-shirt. Whoops. That's that. What did I do? I want to get rid of this. Thank you. Head over there. You got a 15% discount coming from me. As a happy Thanksgiving to all, and to all a good night. I'm going to get out of here now. I'm going to start this other music. But it was a good day today. I really enjoyed the conversation today. Got some information from Gene Fruit. Always fantastic. Thank you guys for the super chats. Please don't do that again. Love you guys. Fantastic. I'm just going to review real quick. Thank you to all the donations. The donations were from Steve Nichols, 5708. Donut, enjoy it. cranked a $99. Jesus, don't do that. And Kevin T604. I'm just going to say thank you to you guys personally because it was nice. And there you go. What is this Farah? How do you drive it? And how do you drive it? Maybe that should be on the back of it. And then people think you got a car, you know? I think it's a car. That's fabulous. Great idea. All right, JTB. Cheers, everybody. I'm going to get out of here for a Friday, and have a great weekend. Have a great weekend. I'm going to work on the next Director's Garage episode. It is a mystery box episode, unboxing episode of a product that's going to be held for review for sure. I want to investigate it more, so I'm holding it for review, and it's from a major manufacturer. I think somebody already guessed it. I put it out there and somebody guessed it already. So it's probably the most obvious episode I'll have ever done. But it's from one of the hottest, probably the hottest manufacturer on the planet right now. By the way, this is how you tip me. You tip me by giving the thumbs up. JTB nailed it. This is the tip. Just put click the thumbs up, because that helps the algorithm. It grows the channel. I just want to make more people come together and talk about the hobby in one place. So fun. Thank you everybody so much for today. I hope you got a lot out of it. I'm going to update the show notes with all of these links so that you can find them in one place. That'll be up. It's probably going to take me about a half hour, 45 minutes or so. But I'll update that and get that done to you. Thank you guys, and I'll see you before you know it. All right, how do I get out of here now? I'm all mixed up.
At the director's garage. Oh yes, oh yes, oh yes, it's time to get juiced at the. It's time. The director's garage.